All right, all you amazing and wonderful people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy Fridays with Final Fantasy X. We're on episode 15, but with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. In the last episode, we saved Yuna from Seymour, ended up going to the temple in Bevel, obtained a Bahamut, and then we got captured. And now we're essentially in a prison, an unescapable prison. If you read the go through like what exactly it's supposed to be about. And now we are continuing through the prison. We have to go and find our other party members before we can escape, and then we're going to try to escape. So at first, Yuna's by herself. Should probably pull out an Aeon. At this time, my Yuna does not have any kind of attacks that are super powerful. She pretty much just has her melee attacks and a lot of heals, which will change fairly shortly. But for now, this is what we got. The first thing you want to do is make the left, make the second left, touch this glyph. This glyph should activate the teleporters in the other rooms. And then we want to go back this way. Now we head to the north. There's a teleporter right here, but I don't think we have it activated yet. And here we found Lulu.
Lulu, It's okay, I know.
So now we have Lulu back in our party, so that's always a plus. And we'll continue ourselves north. There's nothing to the right there. You want to go all the way to the end, make a right. You can go to the left or towards that gate, but you cannot enter the gate without using the teleporters. So if you keep continuing this way, you'll eventually see a big room. If you go north, there'll be the exit, but we can't go there yet. But now we have Orin as well.
There must be an exit somewhere. We search.
The last person we're looking for is Kamari. Can't go on his teleporter yet. So we go to the right, go all the way up here, come all the way down. And Kamari will be in a room right down here. But I won't be showing too many fights in this area.
Yuna, sorry we left you alone.
No, it's okay.
Reason being is they're basically recolors of monsters we already fought, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with them. But in essence of saving time, I'm just going to go ahead and cut most of them out. I won't say I'm going to cut all of them out, but most of them. Now you want to head back to the original main room. Once you get back to this main room here, you want to head north. There's a teleporter here, but to start the teleporters, you have to go to this room. All right. So once you found all your party members and you touch that glyph that was next to the elixir in that treasure chest that was off to the left or the west, well, concerning the map anyway, it would be to the west. You come to this main room here where you have this teleporter and you want to, all right, so as I was saying, you continue up here. There's a little cutout, there's a chest, and you want to make sure you're stepping on this glyph. Once you step on this glyph, the teleportation pads change, and this will allow you to get past that gate and get those bonus items over to the left or the west on the map. Once you get those bonus items, we are completely done here. You head towards that safe point where you found Orin, and then we can leave. Gonna show off the Bahamut summon real quick. So he is definitely one of the strongest Aeons you will have at this point. And there is something special about his overdrive. that we will not get into in this battle, but we will definitely be talking about. So keep that in mind as we continue along. If you want a little hint, just make sure that you're saving his overdrive for moments when you really need it, because it hits like a truck. Now we want to head over to the left here towards the teleportation pad. Do not step on it unless the arrow is pointing towards where you need it to go. For some reason, I think as I was saying, I think my teleportation pad is down here, so I just have to go down here. Now, as you can see, we are right outside the gate here. And all you have to do is wait for the arrow to point towards the gate and then step on it. Once behind the gate, there are 3 chests. One is a skill sphere. I believe this one is a lucid ring. And there's 10,000 gil hidden right here. Then you can head back. Apparently you gotta wait for the marker to point towards the gate again. Now you can head towards the save point and head on out. Go ahead and toss in a save. Now we head out to the exit.
This place.
Me too, Arn. Me too. Now once you get to the end here, there will be a cutscene and a boss fight.
Lady Yuna, so it is you.
Why are you here?
We rode the airship to the Calmlands, then came to Bevel. Maester Kinnock summoned us then, ordered us to deal with the traitors. You will fight us? The Temple's orders are law. Even if you are Lord Braska's flesh and blood, you're a traitor.
His guardians, I don't see them.
Maroda and Passe are not here. I will do this unhappy deed myself. Forgive me, Lady Yuna.
And just like that, we have to fight an Aeon. But as I mentioned before, there's something very special about Bahamut's overdrive. So go ahead and summon Bahamut. Assuming we get to go first and use our overdrive first, we should be in very good hands. The cool thing about his overdrive, other than how badass it looks. Come on, don't look badass. Is that it already has damage break. Unfortunately, we didn't break it this time, but it can do over 9,999 damage without any extra buffs, which means it can do 99,999 damage if it's strong enough. Once you get to that point in your characters, you have to have weapons that say break damage limit in order to hit over 10,000. But Bahamut's overdrive will automatically have that. Another cool thing about Bahamut, he has all the level 3 magic spells, His magic attack isn't very strong, but it's nice to have. And one thing I do like to do is give him the ability to cure himself. I'll give him Cura. He becomes quite a formidable foe. You can do all those things. You can even give him haste.
It's not over yet.
So we have her grand summon. Instead of going with Bahamut, since Bahamut almost has his overdrive, we're gonna go with, let's go with Ixion, or my favorite BBC. And let's go ahead and use his overdrive. As you can see, that one did 9,999. Ixion does not have damage break on his abilities. You can unlock it, but there is something that you have to do in order to unlock it. And we'll definitely be getting into that post game once we start dealing with other aspects of the game. I'm going to be playing it without those extra bonuses up until after we beat Sin. Quite possible we should have saved our overdrives for the Bahamut, but it is what it is.
I cannot let you pass.
Go ahead and start out with our boy Flaccid. You can do it. So he doesn't have many attacks, just do a regular attack. Maybe we can get his overdrive. Nice crit there. Essentially what Bahamut does in this fight is he'll count down to 0, and that's when he'll use his overdrive against us. So you can try to guard here and use shield. I'm fairly certain he's going to kill us anyway, but let's go ahead and try it and see how much damage he does. $500. That's actually not that bad. I'm surprised. I thought it would have killed us for sure. But with that being said, I apologize for my neighbor's loud ass truck. He's obviously very courteous. Yeah. Go ahead and continue. Just keep rinsing and repeating. Just keep attacking. He's gonna build up his overdrive again. And then I guess you can shield again. If we're gonna keep surviving it, then no big issues. Now, typically when they start to lean over like that, that means they're around half health. Go ahead and shield yet again. This is a very good example of why having Cure or Cura on your Aeon would be very useful, because if we could cure ourselves, we'd still have 4 turns to attack and then defend again and survive even longer. Maybe after this battle we'll do a quick dive into Aeons if it doesn't drop us over to the next part. We shall see. Getting some good crits. So at this point, we don't have enough health, even if we do shield, to survive. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and attack again. If it kills him, it'll be cool. If not, then Flaccid's, yep, in trouble. So without shielding, it did 2,000 damage. So definitely one shot, you know, Flaccid in one shot if we didn't shield. He only had 1,500 health. But let's go ahead and summon. Go for Claptrap, my favorite. And we'll go ahead and try to finish him off. Oh man, Flaccid only lost by 1 move.
Stay away.
Yuna.
There's a way to the surface up ahead.
Your pilgrimage is over.
Yeesh. Alright, so it does drop us right into the next area, but we can go ahead and check out the Let me speak today. The Aeon's ability. So basically what you do is you go here, you go to abilities, go to like Bahamut or somebody, scroll down, you can see cures right here. You need high potions. Cura needs X potions. Curaga needs mega potions. Definitely easier to come by later in the game, but you can definitely buy high potions right now and get cure for any of your Aeons. It's not necessary, but you can go ahead and do that. Oh, give you an example right now. So I'm pretty sure it takes all of the high potions. It takes 99. Go to Aeons. Give Bahamut ability. Cure. As you can see, it took all 99, but now he has cure. And this is where you can get pretty much any abilities through the Aeons. You can give them full life, the Mega Elixir. I mean, you don't really need full life on an Aeon. Nobody else should be dying, but it is cool that you can give them the abilities. Go ahead and save. Go ahead and buy some more high potions since we, used all of ours. 20 is good enough, and let's keep it moving. So now you're fighting with Titus, Waka, and Riku. As you can tell, we're underwater. Apparently they can hold their breath for forever. just go ahead and finish up these battles fairly quickly. It's not something you haven't fought before, so. Cool thing about Riku is she always has the ability to use an Al Bhed potion, and we have about 90 of them, and they heal fairly good. Might as well be like a high potion for everybody. We're gonna change weapons for Titus. We're gonna go back to Brotherhood. Wakka's gonna use Dark Attack. And this guy has 4,500 HP. Ooh. And water heals him. So Brotherhood is not a good choice here. Definitely steal the dragon scales if you can. Switch back to... Could do lightning strike. I bet that'll be twice as much damage. Let's do that. We'll go for lightning strike. We'll guard with Riku. Now we can attack with Titus. We can also equip Wakka with lightning strike. And this should be a fairly quick fight from here on out. Every now and then, try to make sure you're stealing the dragon scales. And most of the fights are like that. So if you can get through that one, shouldn't have any issues getting through this area. All you gotta do is swim up to the gates. There's kind of like a boss fight. And you keep swimming through the gates. Alright, so with that being said, there is a second save sphere here. I highly recommend you go ahead and save it right here. Whether you just did or not, go ahead and save it. And then once you pull out to here, you'll see why. All right, and it's Hervé again. So if you go ahead and look, you hit attack, you'll see that he's afflicted by zombie. It also tells you right up there in the help tool that it's weak against healing effects. So you can actually make a fairly quick work of this boss. All you have to do is use a X potion twice on the boss because you can't break 10,000 damage. he has 16,000 health. So if you use an X potion twice, it will immediately kill him. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I want to see if I can try to beat him without doing the little cheap trick. So there's ways that you want to go about it, and first one is, actually, let's see if he's weak to lightning real quick. He's not weak to anything, but he's also not immune to anything either. So what we can do then is we can go ahead and equip our Brotherhood. That'll increase our strength. Guard with Riku, she has the lowest amount of health. Switch our weapon with Waka to his strength one right here. You have to be careful with Stone Gaze here. So that's very unfortunate, and he'll do it to your whole party. And if he does it to your whole party would be wiped out. So I am actually going to go ahead and use the the easy way. Go ahead and toss an X potion on him. As you can see, it did 9,999 damage. So now if you do the same thing yet again, go ahead and toss an X potion on him. Another 9,999 and an overkill. So you can make fairly quick work of this boss just by trying to heal him with an X potion. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a Phoenix down would work too, but I know for a fact X potion works. So yeah, I'm not going to risk having everybody turn to stone and then I can't finish the fight. But with the overkill, you also get another 2 black magic spheres, so those are fairly good. And then once you beat the boss, you can swim the rest of the way, and there's a bunch of chests along the way as well. After you, if you do the boss the original way and open all the gates and have him chase you and stuff like that, you can come back for the treasure chest, I believe. I'm not 100% on that though. Now you gotta swim to the ending, and then that's it. And then there's another boss, I believe, before we can finally escape.
So worried. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Keenock.
Why, you?
I have saved him. He was a man who craved power. And great power he had, but he feared losing it. Trembling at unseen enemies, he spent his days scheming petty schemes, chased by his fears, never knowing rest. You see, now he has no worries. He has been granted sleep eternal. Death is a sweet slumber. All the pain of life is gently swept away. Ah, yes. So you see, if all life were to end in Spira, all suffering would end. Don't you see? Do you not agree? That, Yuna, is why I need you. Come, Lady Yuna. Come with me to Xanarkand, the lost city of the dead. With death on our side, we will save Spira. And for this, I will take from you your strength, Yuna, your life, and become the next Sin. I will destroy Spira. I will save it.
You're totally nuts!
Unpleasant. Very well. I will give you your death. You seem to want it so.
Run! Protect Yuna!
Go!
No way! I'm fighting!
I said go!
Ah!
I won't leave Kamari behind.
He's a guardian. Protecting you is everything.
Orin!
That's right. We're all guardians. Yeah, and you know what that means? Yuna, anywhere you go, I'll follow.
Anywhere I go?
Yeah, anywhere.
Well then, let's go.
Hey, Kamari! Leave some for us!
Hey, wait for me!
Me too!
I'll go too.
Orin's probably over there like, dang kids.
You know these days, eh? Anything you want.
Cool thing is you got a Waka here. You can buy whatever he has. I don't think we need anything in particular. Let's go ahead and leave. Save yet again. And let's head to Seymour. Now this fight can be pretty difficult for a number of reasons.
Hold on, Kamari!
Of course, obviously we have to make it there first. Go ahead and use our slice and dice here.
Meeny, miny, mo!
Bring out Lulu. Magic. Whatever. I'll use it on the guy in the back. Take him out. Oh. Apparently he didn't get taken out. Ooh, the guy that missed. Ah. Trying to avoid that. But finished them off. So there's gonna be a bunch of those battles in here before you meet the boss. You need experience. I highly recommend battling those guys. They give you a ton of AP for your sphere grid. All you gotta do is just run in circles for a while, grab another battle, and as you can see, they keep showing up. So you need the experience. Definitely recommend getting it right now.
Take that!
But if you don't need the experience, there's another save sphere at the end. Just run to the save sphere, save it if you'd like.
You with us, Orin?
I am a guardian too, you know.
Yeah! Take that!
All right, so now that we're here, we're gonna go ahead and touch the save sphere. And before we get into this battle, I'm gonna go ahead and use everybody's sphere points. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. once you're done using your sphere grid, go ahead and save it. And this boss is fairly tough, so you want to make sure you're prepared. He is very elemental based, so a lot of magical damage. Automatically starts you off with Titus, Kamari, and Yuna. So as before, with Titus, you can go ahead and talk.
So, you too seek freedom from this painful life?
You talk too much, Seymour.
Increases Titus's strength. Again, with Yuna, you can go ahead and talk.
It is good to see you again, Lady Yuna, but you don't seem pleased.
I'll only be pleased when you're gone to the far plane.
Increases her magic defense, which is definitely needed in this fight. As you can see, the little guy casts a party-wide blizzard, which isn't too strong, but it does enough damage. And then the Seymour, for some reason I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. Seymour casts a multicast blizzard spell. It's usually random, but it does happen. So we're going to be keeping Yuna and Titus out this entire fight for two reasons. Yuna can cure. Definitely want that. As you can see, he's constantly doing that spell damage. Another cool thing about Yuna at this point, we just unlocked her shell, which decreases magical attacks by 50%. Go ahead and cast that on both Titus and Yuna. We're going to be keeping them out in the entire fight. Unfortunately, you never get to fully kill the little thing on his chest. It'll just keep absorbing health from Seymour himself, which isn't too terrible, but it can be bad. Seymour has 36,000 health, which is crazy, but he also casts elemental damage, where you can see right here it says break and flare. The issue with flare is that it's non-elemental, which means that even if you go ahead and use like your null blaze or something like that, it will not deal damage. Or it will still deal damage, I'm sorry. Really? He even had shell on, which is completely absurd. This might be the first boss fight I lose in this entire playthrough. We're about to find out. So now we got Kamari out. We're going to go ahead and swap him out for Lulu. Two reasons. Lulu has a ton of magic defense, but she also has focus, which will increase our magic and magic defense Ugh, man, this is getting annoying. So like I said, this is definitely one of the tougher fights. Keep chipping away at your health. Almost impossible to heal up over them. So you want to just keep making sure you get your defense up, get your magic defense up, try to survive, and then deal the damage when you can. Try to get all 5 focus on top. Maybe a good time right now to use a mega potion since everybody's low health. Get them all back up. Get haste on both Titus and Lulu. If you decide you want to try to use Aeons here, he has a move called Banish, and it will instantly kill your Aeons. So unless you have an overdrive or something like that already prepared, you pretty much only get to do like 1 or 2 attacks before your Aeon is killed. So keep that in mind also. It's a, like I said, there's a lot of mechanics in this fight, and it's a very tough fight, so. Go ahead and cast Shell on Titus. We can have Titus actually attack now. Cast Shell on Lulu. It's amazing. We have Shell and it goes right through it. Like, Shell didn't even pop up. Maybe we'll cast Protect and see if that does something, but it seems like his attacks are going right through your Shell. Shell is supposed to protect you from magic attacks, but that's also why I'm trying to get Lulu to focus. As if we increase our magic defense, it should also make a change there. I'm gonna go ahead and use an item here. Get a high potion on Yuna. And then maybe next turn we'll use Cura. I think this is our 4th focus. Now it's Yuna again. Let's go ahead and use Cura on Titus. So yeah, definitely a lot of damage going around. We will use focus one more time, and then we'll have Lulu swap out so everybody else can get experience. Great, he cast Protect on himself. Let's swap her out for Waka. Mario already got his attacks in. We'll have Waka attack the Metamorph. Yuna has her overdrive, so let's go ahead and grand summon Bahamut. Yeah, let's go ahead and grand summon Bahamut. We're going to use his overdrive, see how much damage we can actually get done, and hopefully it'll bring us closer to beating him. It's going to be a tough fight, for sure. You know, playing this, 20 years ago, when this game came out, you still remember these fights, even like as of today. Like, you remember how tough they were. But yeah, this way you get to see him use his banish, and essentially just one-shots any Aeon. I'm pretty sure he's immune to delay attack. Yep. And the shitty little monster thing can also heal. Go ahead and use a high potion on Yuna, just so we make sure that she does not die. We don't want to waste all those turns. Now, Flare is super ridiculous. The only plus side is he's only attacking one person, but it hits so hard. I believe he only starts using Flare after he gets past half health, but it hits super hard. Go ahead and bring out Orin. He has his overdrive. Go ahead and use his overdrive. Actually, let's talk first. Maybe it'll increase his attack, and then we'll use his overdrive.
Though he was not the man I once knew, Keenock was still my friend, Seymour. You will pay for his death!
Yeesh. 2,000 damage. Go ahead and use his overdrive. Dragon Fang. Bring out Lulu. Use her overdrive. Only got 5,000 health left, so let's see if we can just take him down. Still need Riku in here to get some experience for. He's almost dead. Orin survived that, so that's a plus. Go ahead and steal again if we can. And let's finish this off with an overdrive. Overkill, that's what I like to see. So yeah, super tough fight. But with some patience and skills, you can get it done.
We escaped with our skins intact, but Yuna lost something. I could already tell her faith was shaken. Yevon had betrayed her. I felt like I should do or say something, anything. But nothing came. I was just as lost as she was. And then...
Well?
We're all clear. We will have to avoid Bevel in the future. Yuna?
Said you wanted to be alone.
Of course.
So there's definitely more to the story. But with that being said, that'll be the end of episode 15 on Final Fantasy Fridays. If you enjoyed watching this video or learned something from it, please leave a like. And if you want to see content like this or more content that I put out, please subscribe to my channel. With that being said, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And I really hope to see you in the next one. Take care.